How you feel? Really? Really? How you? What? I will not stand for no bull crap. I will not panic, I pull back. I just demand my respect, and if that can't be granted, then I might just full snap. Do it. Really? 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 That's how you feel? Really? Really? That's how you feel?
How y'all doing today? Welcome to another episode of That's How You Feel. Is this the first episode of the year? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It is. I guess we late with it, huh? COVID.
We kind of late with
Due
it,
to
man. I'm
COVID.
sorry about that. Yeah, man. We're
Fashion
gonna
week.
blame it on COVID.
Yeah, that's
what we're gonna
perfect
do.
excuse for everything. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Perfect.
Yeah, no, we everyone. I think we've all been doing a lot of stuff and just trying to get it together. So we are all here now. I'm excited for this because, you know, for one, this is not only the first episode of 2021. Congratulations, we done all made it through crazy ass 2020.
Facts.
Man,
For
So
sure.
if you're watching this, salute to you. And we're gonna start off talking about some real shit. So of course y'all know who I am. I'm Chucky Love, the hostess with the mostest. I don't know, man. People still even say that anymore.
I don't think you got the most.
The hostess with the least.
Hold on, why y'all gotta start the episode roasting? They start the year off roasting me. All right, okay, I'm here for it. I'm with it. All right.
Hostess with an atom in the mouth.
Let's keep it going. It's the same, right?
So we're gonna start off with Shay. Miss speaks life to all of us. How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
It's
man.
good to see you. I'm so glad that you're here. You know,
sure.
you look great.
Thanks. I tried.
You ain't got to try hard.
Okay.
And then we got Kay in the house
Hey.
with your fire ass sweater. Look, what hers is better than everybody. Look,
She always be having this
Right?
shit.
One off
right.
every time.
It's fire. Though.
Every
I want
time.
it.
Right.
Y'all be sure to cop that merch, man.
This is custom, so they can't copy.
Yeah, tap in. You can get this on the website, but you
get
gotta
these on the
but you
website.
gotta
On the
hit
web.
up to get these though.
Hey,
But you
hey,
can't get these because you have to be part of the
It's
team.
that
to get
Dapper
this.
K collection.
they're real. All right. And then of course, Cuzzo
Cousin Kev, man.
or Hip Hop Hero.
Yeah, newly hip hop hero. I done
dig it.
switched up. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
dig
we paying homage to hip hop, helping artists digitize monetize their digital assets.
Okay.
And get them into the crypto world.
Yeah.
And get all their paperwork right, you know what I'm saying, with Hip Hop Treasury, Hip Hop Stocks. Yeah, it's a whole lot going on, man.
like
We're
that.
doing a lot for Hip Hop 2021. So it's Hip Hop Heru, you know
That
what I mean?
sound good.
Bearer of the vibes, you know what I mean?
You know the vibes.
Yeah.
You know the vibes.
We finna run through and see what everybody been up to in the new year up anyway. So we gon', you know what I mean, give a quick 1 or 2 minutes.
Right.
But of course, y'all know who we are. We did That's How You Feel show, and we got a very, very special guest, man. I love it every time he come on the show because I learn more about myself because I'm the leastest. I'm the one with the leastest amount of information. So I don't know. It's leastest vocab. Anyway, so without further ado, man, we got King Blue Piill.
Can we please just take one pause for the call? Pill, we love you.
Yeah,
But
man.
Chuck always has the wrong part of how we gonna run the show for the day. So we gonna steer it back this way for 1
You gotta
second.
give
Oh,
him,
yeah.
gotta give him a better
Because
intro.
again,
A better intro.
What I
we
did?
were catching up with the team, and you went straight.
Oh, I went
to
straight
the
to Blue. Well, I want
because-
and because he
So
there.
what we need to give a disclaimer for at the first part of 2021 is that Chuck has adult ADD.
No,
He does.
ADD is an
that-
excuse. That ain't even no
listen,
real thing. Okay,
We're
That's
trying to
an
give him
excuse.
one to help him, but as you see, he
just
wants
might-
to talk his way out of the excuse.
Ain't no
of
excuse
just
out of
not
this.
got
paying
the facts.
attention.
I'm with it. I'm
so
all
we're
right.
gonna
I'm
come
okay.
back to the team. Shay, what have you been working on?
Hey, Shay, what you been on?
Hey man, this
Sorry,
is
Blue.
hilarious, man.
I'm
This
sorry,
is
Blue.
Chuck. This is who he
This is
is.
really
We
how we
love him.
roll.
This is really how it is. This is real. Man, I'm definitely you guys can check me out at my website at shayspeaks.life. Of course, I'm still giving out spiritual readings. Tell you about your life, get yourself together. Pretty much.
Them readings be accurate, man. I'm tired of you telling me about my life,
Tell
Shay.
you to get your shit together, okay?
It's together. 87% together.
Cards never
But you don't
lie,
be
man.
listening. The cards never lie.
Cards
Call
never
me
lie.
now. I ain't gonna say about no free reading. We don't do no free around here, Cleo.
Free 99.
But that's pretty much. I'm still here. Definitely spiritual healing, light worker. You know, so definitely.
Your clubhouse bumping too.
Yeah, I kind of had to step back. You know, Clubhouse it's overwhelming a little bit. If you,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying. I had to really step back for about about 2 weeks. So I'm gonna be back on it. I do Tarot Tuesdays, so definitely check me out Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Yeah.
Tarot Tuesday.
For
you
sure.
listen to that shit too much. It's taking up too
It's
much
my energy.
mental
it's
real estate.
Energy
you know what I'm
draining,
saying?
man. You know,
Yeah.
people be like, "Tell me about my life."
That real. I ain't even think about
So
it. like
on
that.
the opposite
What about you,
side
Kay?
of that, so Shay got
Oh.
that. I got the people who chasing down the prophecy.
Okay.
So I'm Kay McCole with a Jesus chaser. She had a spiritual healing, and listen, I just tell people how T.I. is, even though you may not want to hear it. I'm coined as the poker and provoker. Listen, I will push, I will pull, I will poke and provoke, but I will not carry. So you got to get up and pick your
Whoa,
own stuff.
Warline
And
Dylan.
so,
I like that, the
because
poker
of
and
those
provoker.
things, everything has really been good. I'm really
words.
focused on the brand for 2021. Listen, K. McCole, a household name, is a real thing.
Okay,
And
I'm
so,
here for it.
with that and mindset coaching, yes, I'm a certified life coach, but listen, I am not looking to life coach you. I'm looking to mindset train you. Let me tell you why. Because
a
if
difference.
you change your mindset, change your life. Hear me. Your life is a reflection of your mindset. Take a look at it. You might not like it. And if you don't, hit me up, kmcole.com.
Yeah, she
Chuck,
just
what
plugged
you been
herself.
doing?
Life coach.
I'm over here trying to figure out how to get my damn left arm and right hand in synchronicity. Okay, so needless to say, what I've been up to.
Nothing.
Damn.
Damn.
The tooth. You got the tooth.
No, I got a
Tooth is
tooth.
back.
It's a
The
slow
tooth,
thing,
that's
right?
The thing. That's the thing,
The
bro.
tooth is
Man, don't
bad.
mind her, man. They always
tooth
talking
is
shit
bad.
anyway. So
The tooth was
the
bad.
key is why it seemed like I ain't been doing it because I'm back doing stand up, baby. So as a matter of fact, tonight, because they ain't gonna come. They ain't came to none of my shows. I got a show tonight.
I don't
want
want to heckle you in person.
Damn.
I got a show tonight at 9:00 in Kennesaw. Ain't none of these Negroes gonna come, but it's still gonna be fire regardless. I don't care. But yo, so shout out to Juice, my homie back out in LA. We got this whole little life is a joke tour that's popping off. So in the cities of Vegas, LA, Texas, well, Texas is Dallas, and
That's still
man,
Texas.
it's a lot of shit, man. So comedy. I'm just doing stand up. So
Brother on tour.
that's it. Yeah, and I'm going on tour. So I don't care what they
Nice.
talking about. I ain't doing nothing with my life except for telling jokes and wasting time. So and making movies. Well, movies is starting to be made again. So there we go with that. Outside of that,
All the movies that no
He's some
one
good.
That
brother,
nobody
brother some good,
watching.
man.
That
Brother some
nobody
good.
watching.
I hate y'all, man.
Awesome,
Y'all,
Lord.
where is the support though? You know what I mean? Watch this, everybody. Watch. I don't even know where the damn lens at. Right here. It's right here. Okay. Hold on. Oh, you didn't need it.
I can't make
Siri.
look,
Siri.
Siri
Not
got
even
it.
Siri didn't either, huh?
Not even Siri.
Look,
No
Siri
more
didn't.
Fuck you. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
Sorry,
The language.
That is
language.
hilarious. That was perfect. How did Siri do that?
Hey, man, all y'all in cahoots with one another. Nonetheless,
Shout out to Siri. Man.
have any of y'all ever seen Undercover Brother 2 on Netflix?
Unfortunately.
I watched it because you said that
He
you
said,
were in it. I watched it because you said that you were in it.
Yes.
Same way I watched the Hustle and Chicken
I watched it the
show,
day it
whatever
came out,
was
man,
on
because of you,
Amazon.
man.
I
Watched it the day it
because
came
you
out.
were in it.
I don't really feel
Made me go on
supported.
church
though.
dinner.
You don't feel supported,
I don't
Chuck?
really, I feel like y'all.
That's how you feel?
That's how I feel. I feel. You know what? That's cool. Y'all just come out to my stand-up show, and y'all all gonna have to
And
pay.
Kento
None of y'all
salt.
can't. None of
Yeah,
y'all.
ain't all the way in
All y'all,
Kennesaw.
tap in.
all
I
y'all
come
niggas
tap
gotta
in
pay
with
tickets.
you.
We got more shows. I got more
I
shows now.
got a couple of
Y'all
shades
paying.
of melanin to release.
Y'all
before
got
I
to
can
pay
get
for
Kento salt.
every damn show. Cuzzo, what you been on?
The
He
same
over here
thing I
doing
just told y'all.
cryptocurrency. Right.
Okay,
Cryptocurrency.
then.
thing you just said.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
is-
No, get
So
the
with that
heat off
being
of me.
said, now y'all
Yeah,
are
I guess
caught
I
up
give 'em
with
the
show,
website, you
and
know,
now
so-
you remember who we are. We've just reintroduced
Taco
ourselves.
meat
Listen,
hot.
we're no longer in the season of
Hot as hell,
introducing
yeah.
ourselves, so I pray that you got a hold of us this time. And without further ado, Shay, can you introduce our guest?
It's so hot in my chest.
I just can't. I can't stop
I can't
it.
either.
You guys, definitely it's a special guest in the
Threw up in my
building,
mouth.
and it's always been a pleasure
Yeah.
to collab with the Blue Piill 44s in the building in 2021.
Hey.
The last time he was with us was December of 2019. Wow, 2019 was the last time we was
real?
together. Yeah.
Right before the pandemic.
Right
the
we
before
got
live
it
show.
in.
The live
Yeah,
show.
the
yeah,
live
yeah.
show, the live show.
The
That's how
West
you
End.
feel,
Yeah.
for sure, man.
Wow.
So we do have Blue Piill here in the building. What's going on, Blue? What you got going on for 2021, man? What's good?
How you?
Blessed, man.
All right.
I'm great, man. I was super good until a moment
They
ago.
shot
I'm
his
kinda
feelings down. You know, you be all right.
I'm all right.
You a
Live
week.
for the cheers, die by the booze.
Man, look, both of them hurt.
Yes, indeed.
Did that make sense?
We here. We in the building.
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
It's
sir.
February
Yes, sir.
13th. We 44 days into 2021.
Yeah.
You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? So
Okay.
Nice.
yeah, this is a beautiful time to tap in. It's a beautiful time to be alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you coming out, man.
You know, like the brother said, you know what I'm saying? He has refocused and repurposed his attention into focusing on crypto and ways that you can disrupt industry. You know what I'm saying? The
Facts.
things that you were saying about hip hop, that sounds amazing and wonderful. So I'm just at that place in my life where I'm going back to school and I'm a student. I'm learning. You know what I'm saying?
Forever a student, though.
I love
Forever
it.
a student.
I love it.
Student, you know, this digital world. You know, we are officially in you know, we are in the sign of Aquarius right now.
Hey.
We just passed the New Year, the Chinese New Year yesterday.
Yep.
With the metal ox, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
6 or 7 planets was in Aquarius. So it's almost like it was consecrated on December 21st and it's crystallized right now. So we're just in that energy. We're just in that flux of energy. And I think that everybody can identify that, you know, they've kind of like witnessed, you know what I'm saying, something different, you know what I mean? And
Feel different.
a lot
Life
of it
feel
is,
different.
life feel different.
That's that
And-
2020 vision, man. Everybody got that 2020 vision for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, you know, just refocusing and you know, just studying, you know what I'm saying? Studying this digital realm and all of the possibilities that come with it, because there's abilities and possibilities to disrupt plenty of
Yeah, the fintech
sectors
space is
of
wide
our
open
lives.
right now. Like the fintech space, like
Yeah.
that's what we need to be tapping
Yeah,
in.
no, that's a
Yeah.
perfect
Fintech
segue. I
is-
mean, do we want to go into something before we? Because what he's talking about is so important. All right, so
That's part of the empowerment. That's part. That's
yeah.
gonna be
So
part of
about a
the
week
empowerment.
ago, I think we're all aware of just with Robinhood, right? And we're talking about cryptocurrency trading. We were kind of discussing the stock market and all this craziness. I don't want to go into the whole thing about short selling. If you're not aware about that, y'all can look it up, or maybe Blue will be willing to explain it. I'm not going to do that. But as we see,
We are not
major-
financial advisors.
Right,
It's not
right,
financial
right,
advice.
right. I've been paying attention to Quiz saying, "What's up, YouTube? This your boy Chris Swain." Y'all know what I'm talking about? If I helped you out with anything, with a new idea on the stock market, or gave you a new perspective on the game, be sure to hit that like or subscribe button below. And without further ado, now look at my portfolio. And this nigga got like 150,000 in his bank account. Nigga, I got like 3,000 in mine. Looking at him like, this whole shift that we're going through, cryptocurrency, stock marketing, how does that work? What's happening? What does this mean? And if I'm interested, say if I wanted to get into the market, what the hell am I supposed to do? Hip Hop Peru? Blue?
You basically becoming a bank. You know what I mean? You decentralizing. You becoming a bank. So you could be your own lender. You could build your own. You could build your own credit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Possibilities endless now. It's more, like I said, empowered. Like you pretty much have control of everything.
Cryptocurrency is a form of money now where we have control over the coinage as opposed to the Federal Reserve.
Yeah,
Bank
and the value of the streams and the interaction and engagement online and stuff like
That's
that.
the
Like
value of it.
the same APIs that YouTube uses and Spotify and Tidal and things like that to tally up the numbers of what your worth is, your digital worth. Like that's their algorithm for them. So you don't know what they really making off of it. They making a killer. Like you could value your own stuff.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
you have more control over it.
So with everything that just happened the other day, why was that so important with the shakeup? Is that because people are now concerned that the average man is getting inside the stock market and messing the money up for these rich white folks who've been doing it all this time? Or is it like, now we're just finally getting our own hands in a new form of financial empowerment that we didn't have before? Because we all used to hustling. Like if you can't get a job, then we got to hustle, right? Some sort of side hustle, whether it's doing hair, selling dope, selling body, OnlyFans.
Shout out to the OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying?
And I got a homegirl that make about $100K a month on that, dog.
Damn.
100K.
100K, no cap. Shout out to Goat Girl.
Goat Girl.
She make
Goat
that.
Girl.
That's
Shout
her
out to
name.
Goat Girl.
Okay.
I remember when she
You
made
know-
her pay. She make that much already.
Right, I'm telling you, bro. In less than a year,
Yeah, she blew up.
man, she blew up.
It was that
She on
pandemic.
camera doing things with goats.
no.
Nah, she
Why
might
they call
be
her the
though.
goat? Why her name is the Goat
I
Girl?
forgot why she told me she go by
She
that.
be like chained up in a castle or something,
Yeah,
like crazy
she
when
do
it come
though.
on. It'd be like a dungeon.
Oh,
type.
word?
Yeah, she be with all that. She and her boyfriend be with it.
And then like somebody be behind him eating fire and shit. It be all kind of shit going on. It's like a Cirque du Soleil type of thing. going on.
I used to be
They
right.
doing the most.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought she was just a Capricorn or some shit. I
Them two.
shit, I didn't know. Okay.
But how? So what could we do? What's important as far as finances? What should we be focused on right about now, Blue?
You know, like I said, first and foremost, the education aspect of it is the most important. You have
Always.
to understand this new terrain and this new territory.
Yeah.
So you should be enlisting yourself with people who are qualified, you know, in this
Even
particular
talking about.
field. They have bus plays and have results. Shout out to BWO, right? BWO Access. That's 19 Keys, Jake Taylor, Chris Cole, Derek Grace, and
Brother Ben.
Brother Ben, right?
Absolutely.
So them brothers is doing something monumental, you know what I'm saying, where they have converged a multitude of their offerings and their platforms and their packages together, where you almost like get one-stop shop information of the new paradigm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this is an entirely new paradigm of self-autonomy. We've always been saying,
whole
we
curriculum.
give me free, and you know, I want to be my, you know, we throw words around like being a boss and things of that nature.
Right.
But I'm like, what does it look like when only you are in charge of your affairs and you don't got nobody to
answer.
blame?
Yeah,
nobody, you don't got nobody to answer to, but you
Yeah,
also
yeah.
don't got nobody to blame.
For
So
accountability, yeah.
But I
Right.
think that's the difference to me. So I have this thing about bosses and leaders.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to be a leader. I
Granted,
think
right.
because I feel like when it comes to the difference is a boss gives orders, a leader shows you how to do it. And
Did
so
that
I
with you.
think that's
Right.
what's the problem. A lot of people want to be bosses, but they couldn't tell nobody how they got there.
Yeah.
And when they fall from there, they don't know how to get back
back
there.
up.
So
Yeah.
I think that the difference for me is I want to lead. I want to be the actual example and then show you how to do it, because that's the only way I have successors.
Right.
So yeah, that boss thing, we've gone through such a culture of bossness, bossing up and all of that.
Right.
But what I love about what they're doing is that they're teaching other people to be able to get to that level.
Right.
A lot of times bosses are not trying to tell you how they
Yeah,
got
yeah,
there, because
yeah.
if they tell you how they got
right.
there,
Then
they
you
feel
might-
like you will supersede.
Yeah,
Correct.
a boss is not teaching an employee how to move next
Right.
to him.
A leader. A leader.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
They got a cap.
Right,
It's a
but
cap.
a leader is pretty much even footed in terms of saying, I want us on an equal plane because I want to empower
Yeah,
us
right.
all to be leaders. You know what I'm saying? If a leader is teaching you anything about leadership, that starts in your home, right? So that's you the leader of your castle. You know what I mean? We can unify these castles and have a kingdom. You dig what I'm saying? And then we can focus on an empire. You know what I mean? And then we can
Right.
move around the world in this planet in this galaxy like we supposed to. You feel
Galaxy,
me?
though.
Speak on
Talk
it.
black
So
to
I'm-
me.
Speak
Talk
on
black to me.
Yeah, I mean that's where we at right
space.
now. It's
Talk
like
space.
you know, if you know the most fantastical things that we can possibly ever imagine in terms of, you know, what will we look like as a people with wealth standards in place. You know what I'm saying? That we were able to not only conquer, you know, our financial Achilles heels, but we did the shadow work. You know what I'm saying? We got the health situated. You know, we loving on the women and the children.
You just said a word so strong that I don't want
Go
you
back
to.
to
I don't
that.
want
Yeah,
you
yeah,
to
yeah.
gloss over that phrase.
Yes.
Wealth standard.
Yes.
There's a new standard of wealth that we should be striving to be. If we're not already there,
It's
and it
just
doesn't
the
even
word
necessarily have to be
standard alone.
financial.
Standard, period. Before
Yes.
you
Yeah.
even get to wealth, just standard.
Yeah,
A standard.
Of course,
having
standard,
one.
for sure.
And then definitely on the
for
wealth
sure.
side.
But also specifically financial, because
Absolutely.
that's how we climb up out of all of this. Our problem is economic. Whenever our leaders started talking economics, that's when they got knocked off. You could have said everything else in the world, but as soon
Yeah.
as you start talking about getting that money right or controlling the circumstances off of finances, that's when something happens. Woo, Black Messiah. That movie is a great one. Y'all should see it. Just came out about
Oh, you
Fred
saw it
Hampton.
already?
Ugh.
Yeah. Caught that last night.
Ooh, man,
okay.
what?
I was looking for where it's playing at. No, I wasn't trying to go see it tomorrow.
What? Yeah,
That soundtrack hard though. I was on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Sundance had a little pre-show of it about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Man, yeah,
yeah. We
everybody
need
go
that
see
kind
it.
of need that
So
kind
you
of
caught the
energy.
early screening.
Man, shout out to Dominique Fishback. That's my homegirl. Shout out to Algie Smith. They all kill it. Kalua killed it.
Yeah.
Lakeith killed it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why
Extraordinary acting.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I love cinema. Storytelling like that.
Yes.
You learn so much, and you see like people don't know about Fred Hampton, but y'all gonna learn. I'm glad they dropped it in the
And he was so young too.
yeah, in the 20s.
Yeah.
He was young when you see them videos of
really?
him talking. You
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Son,
Okay.
strong
21.
grown man.
21.
yeah, he was super like.
We gotta
Manned
get
up, like,
organized.
Yeah.
Get organized. Like what?
And he was a threat.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right? Because he was a charismatic leader. You know what I'm saying? And they have a fear of charisma. They're,
Right.
they're,
Absolutely,
they're
because
terrified of charisma.
It's a draw.
Yeah, it's magnetic. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So people that have magnetic personalities that are able to connect with their people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Obama. That's what got
and-
Obama into that charisma.
Yeah, that charisma. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? These are the things that make them lose sleep at night.
Right.
You know, so we're seeing a contingency of you know, thought leaders in our community come together and put together these programs and these platforms that are able, you know, to close the wealth gap. You know what I'm saying? And that's monumental. It needs to be discussed more. It needs to, you know, more focus needs to be on it. It needs to trend like Junebug challenges and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Or the Gorilla Glue Girl.
Or the Gorilla Glue Girl. Like, there's so much commentary
Or the
and
silhouette.
conversation that has gone into that.
Yeah. So
You
much
feel
energy
me?
done went into
so
that
much energy,
already.
like, and I'm talking about. I've heard people talk about the shit like in serious tones.
Yeah. Like keeping up with the story. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
she,
like
she,
this is
what
a
happened
turning
now.
point
Like,
in society or something. Like
Yeah.
they have really given it energy and attention
Yeah.
that it doesn't
But
necessitate.
it's
Giving that shit
literally
legs.
smoke and mirrors, though. It's literally that thing that gets our mind and our eye completely off of what really is at hand.
It's
So
an
like-
analogy. You're
it's-
stuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You're stuck on a distraction that has no return on your investment.
None
Your investment
whatsoever.
is
Right.
time and attention.
yeah.
Right? And right now, like I said, when these plays is being made and these opportunities are being offered, like people cannot afford to be distracted.
Yeah. You gotta,
know what I'm saying?
you gotta
We've been
maximize your
distracted
time. You
too
supposed to
long.
be
They
getting
can't-
something
they
done.
can't- they can't
Right,
afford to
definitely
be
have
distracted.
to.
You feel me?
Period.
So yeah, like I said, people are like, I'm hearing serious, intelligent conversations
Yeah.
about.
Stupid shit.
I was in one
About
yesterday.
stupid shit.
I was in one yesterday. I ain't gonna
You feel
cap.
me?
I was in one yesterday. I ain't gonna cap.
It is like people are making all sorts of assessments, you know, about this individual
But you know
and,
what
and
is
the
amazing
predicament
though
and the
is
fallout.
that part what you just said.
And then it's a
They're
nigga that
making
put
all
it
of
put it
these
on the cup.
assessments.
Yeah.
His lip came off.
And just the mindset of the people. Like you put that much thought in this, but you can't think to get yourself out of what you're dealing with. Like
Right, you
the,
stuck.
the energy that you
Right.
are putting into something that don't affect your life one way or another. It
right.
entertains you. And then you put that kind of effort into it, but you can't figure out how to pay your $50 water bill.
Right.
You feel what I'm
That
saying?
part,
Like it's
yeah.
those little things. Like you let that be your attention. Like I tell people all the time, I'm social, not media. Like you meet me in person, I'm really that girl. But I'm not always sitting scrolling on social media. I'm talking because I'm a talker. But on the same token, I feel like a lot of people put so much energy and then they come and ask for help for things that they can do if they reprojected that energy to something that could
else
be
productive
effective.
for
Yeah,
them.
absolutely.
Right.
For sure.
An
for
hour
sure.
curriculum a day would do a lot. If you put an hour in the curriculum at least a day, you can get online courses with Coursera. They got MIT curriculums online. It's plenty of everything you want to know is in your phone. When you look at your usage though, like you know, you look at your kids stuff, it be like Instagram 5 hours,
Right.
TikTok
Nah,
1
that's
hour.
why-
Right.
And that's why my
So if you got
kids
time to do all
sometimes
that,
do
you can put
everything.
1 hour
Yeah.
into
Nah.
you put an hour
get
or
an
2
hour.
hours in curriculum every day.
They have an hour.
Yeah.
On a real
On a
skill like that,
weekday.
they be coding it. If they
3
be
hours.
coding in a month.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? They have a job in three to like 2 months or something like that.
You know,
Through
everybody
Google.
knows since
So
10,
yeah, you know, there are other opportunities, you know, available. There's a plethora of them out here. I'll list a few that I've come across. I was, there's a brother named Chicago Crypto Bully
Yeah.
in the community. I defer to the experts. I consider him an expert in the crypto space.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I get a lot of my
I've had a
downloads,
wealth of
man.
information just by, being in the audience. Just, we've, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the stuff that I can see on his page, let alone the personal, information that I may have gleaned from our conversations, but just the stuff that he posts in public.
Yeah.
It's gold. You know what I mean? Like, there's really nobody out there
It's
that's
that next
showing
shit.
our people how to navigate this terrain. And this is a whole new world. It's like coming out into the ocean with a raft. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's vast,
That's a good
Right.
one.
right? But it's the money game.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
you could jump in there, you know what I'm saying, with your $1 and turn it into $10, you know what I mean, in a few hours.
Literally.
No, for
Right.
real.
Literally.
If not minutes, if you know what you're doing.
Literally.
So you compound that. You can turn 100 into 1,000. You can turn 1,000 into 10. You can turn 10 into 100. You can turn 100 into an M. We're gonna be living during the time of the 1 minute millionaire, and that's not gonna be a figure that's not even
Right.
like, oh, what the hell is it? That's entry point.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You feel me?
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah, because these
And-
folks about
and-
to have
yeah.
they're really about to be trillionaires.
Trillionaires.
Right.
It's not about
you're seeing
billionaires.
the
no more.
divide take place, and it's moving. So it hurts my heart. It even hurt me that I'm like, shit. I spent a lot of time last year, probably wasting time. You feel me? And not to be selfish, but I'm like, okay, well, I spent it in the community. I spent it on the people. You know what I'm saying? I spent it in service,
That cultivating.
right? But I'm like, shit, I could have been using that time for myself,
Facts.
right?
And then when you do that, you still
Learning.
feel guilty.
Right.
Yeah, for 20 hours straight,
Yeah.
right? Taking
Going
my
in.
own ability to hyper focus on the subject
Right.
rather than teaching it, you know what I'm saying, and attempting to wake people up.
Right.
It's like, you got all these new teachers out here, shit. Knock yourselves out.
yeah.
I'm going back to school,
Right.
right?
I like
the,
that.
The teachers
I like
now
that.
becoming
I
the
like that.
student, right?
Y'all don't put
I'm
y'all don't
humbling
put
myself.
more than enough game out
Yeah,
there.
I'm
Right.
humbling
You know what I'm
myself.
saying?
Like,
y'all be constant.
you
with
know,
it, like,
But even in you doing it, like saying about you going back to school and everything, the other thing about that is in you doing it, you still bring that much more value to what you was already doing. So I think that part is important and commendable to even turn around and see that, because just imagine, you said you may not have been able to use that time last year, but now going forward, you ain't wasting time. And I think that whenever you wake up, a wake up is a wake up. No matter how late it took you to get,
Just
you
get
you
your
may have
ass
snoozed the alarm 50 million times, but that 51
Right.
millionth time that you
Right,
finally
right.
said, you know what, I'm woke. I think that that's important. I said this, I think, on a show before, and that is that we don't celebrate our many, many things, like the M-I-N-I and
the
the
small,
M-A-N-Y.
right,
Yeah. We don't look
Yeah.
at that. So that's why it takes so much for us to finally get excited. But if you were celebrating the small stuff, that big stuff will blow your mind.
So a small thing that happened for me, I got into another educational space. It was an opportunity called Biggest Crypto Play Ever. And I into that, I would call it a classroom because it's an educational, opportunity for you to learn how to set up your wallet, buy crypto, trade crypto. And then you got community. I made a $40 investment. Last night, I had $500 in change in that wallet.
Man.
And then I was able to take that and go into another exchange and split that,
Right.
$250 and take that and invest, you know what I'm saying, in other crypto stocks. And I woke up this morning and my $250 has already changed to $400. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so it's just like,
I'm with you. No, that's
You
for
learning
sure.
how to flip. You learning
Yeah,
how to
It's
do
a
these.
safer way to flip than flipping dope.
It's a safer way to flip than flipping dope.
Yep.
And you got thousands of coins.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got wild opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And then you can take some of that bread and go into the options market. You can
Right.
take some of that
yeah,
bread.
Yeah, you
That's
leverage
what
your
I've been
wins.
doing.
You leverage your
leverage it.
gains.
You know, you
what
can
I'm
take
saying?
your big gains and go into real estate.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because of course we know in terms of talking about resources, land is everything. You know what I'm saying? That is the linchpin.
Yeah, they ain't making
of
no more.
economics.
They ain't making no more.
And
So-
why y'all acting like I don't do nothing with myself for real? I'm in the process of getting my real estate license. I'm almost finished. So
Yeah. So
Make sure that you pay very
I'm
close
just
attention to the ethics clause, sir.
hold on.
Okay.
I understand
Right.
ethics. That was like section
saying.
3.
No, yes.
making
Let's talk
that's
about
important.
like that.
Right.
Account-
Yeah,
right?
no, that's
I just
real.
want you
So-
to be clear.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I do good business.
we turning this
No,
new
it's more than
corner,
that.
right?
Yeah.
We turning this new corner where we're able automatically to see other bags than some goddamn cash, because cash is trash.
Right.
And then we got accountability partners, right, for one another. So you telling him to make sure that he do X, Y, and Z to make sure that his T's is crossed and his I's is dotted. You know what I mean? So we're dealing with responsible economics, right? People are learning and they're earning as they go along, right? We're helping one another, pulling one another up by the bootstraps. We're now able to dream together, you know what I'm saying, have these visions. And I mean, before you know it, it's just like people gonna ask themselves what we were asking them all last year, right? Like, what do you really need these people to do for you that you can't do for yourself? I mean, just think about it.
Yeah.
Not a
Take some time. You might be moving too quick through life. I've been that person as well, right? I didn't get a chance to slow my roll until January of this year. Like, I literally did not stop and slow down and spend no time in the house consistently. All 2020, I was outside, like every single day. So it's like, shit, I got an opportunity to slow things down and just make observations. You know what I'm saying? So I know it could be the same thing for somebody else. Like, if you're on a hamster wheel, you haven't really got time to slow down because you paper chasing. You know what I mean? You got bills in front of you. But it's like, if you had no bills, what would your life be like? If you didn't have rent, you know what I'm saying? And your food was already secured. And you had all the drip that you can goddamn wear in a calendar year.
You wet.
Right? What would your passion, what would your day-to-day look like? You would go back to school. You know what I'm saying? You would be more of a productive member of your community because you actually got something to give, which is your time and your energy, right? And your finances are situated. So, you know, we were just explaining that piece to people that's like, look, shit, there's people in the network with hundreds of acres. We can acquire land if you build your own housing on it, right? If you bust these plays or if you pay $40K for a crib, right? Because the labor and all of that don't cost what it costs for you to outright buy a house.
Yeah, you could buy a
So
house.
if you take all of these matters into your own hand, finally, you buy a geodesic dome for 20 or 25K. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many different things that you can do, and you don't got to worry about rent.
Right.
And you growing food. You got your greenhouse in the back, and you don't got to worry about food.
Container
And you
homes,
got all the
build your own
goddamn
house.
gear that you can wear, or you buying directly from people, you know what I'm saying, that look like you, right? And you don't got to worry about clothing and stuff like that. Like, where would your priorities refocus to? Like, what would your day-to-day look like? What would your stress levels now look like, right? What sort of health would you be in? What sort of superpower plays can you now bust?
Right.
Instead of waiting on, a download from the universe because it's December 21st. It's like, my nigga, have you been working towards your superpowers?
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I had
Damn
to start
sure
looking
Niggas
up.
thought they were gonna wake
I
up.
woke up thinking I was gonna have.
This one here,
I
I'm
forgot
sure.
about that.
What did you think
You
he
know
was
what I
saying?
mean?
You don't really. I thought I'd read minds, man. So my
This boy's
I-
crazy.
look,
Okay.
And listening to you say that, it made me look up. I had to look
I was
it up
trying
to
to
make
read
sure I had
minds.
the name correct.
Yes.
But in listening to what you were just saying, I started this journey. Now I'm into my third week with it. But it's a journal, and the journal is called the Time Book. It's called the Good. It comes from the Good Life College, and
Right.
basically what the journal is, it has what are the little codes that you can.
QR.
Yeah, it has QR codes in the journal, but it helps you to find your life's path and to be able to take advantage of days. And so one of the things I actually
Yes.
had sent it to a couple of friends of mine. It was an exercise of showing the things that you want in your life. If money, when you said it, if money was not an option, everything was taken care of, and you
Right.
could just do what you wanted to do.
Right.
So it was the first question was that. The second question is, what is it that you would like to learn? You do all of this in 90 seconds. And then the third question was, what is it that you want to leave? What do you want to be able to give the world? What is it that you... And when I tell you, it blew my mind. Like some of the activities in the book, I think everybody should get it. Listen, it's $35. It's a great book to get.
What? Drop it again. What's the name of it?
I'll send it.
And
I'll share it.
It's an
but
accountability journal.
it's basically accountability journal, but
That's
it teaches
beautiful.
you about just the time that we have in the day, the things that we don't do, but also how to build your village and have an accountable village. Like people who really have things that not just collaboration. Some people that'll just call you on your stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you it was so good, so me and Corey are doing it together. But we've taken the time to use it to also communicate with one another and just showing our different passions. But when I say it's an amazing tool, because what you said, like that's the thing. The day go by and you see people. I know I've been before I went on my own journey. One of the things that I can say is that I would look at people that were my age or younger, and I was like, what did I miss? Like, how are they doing this? What did I miss? Because a lot of times we have opportunities or we have abilities that will give us opportunities that we don't use because we become comfortable in where we at. We say that we want different, but we comfortable. And so because of what we are already doing got us tired, I got to do more to get to where I want to go. So do I really want it that bad?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to segue that because I think that piece is so important to really start to write down the things. And it's a great thing. So the book is 7 weeks. You go through the book. It's 7 weeks of
That's
going
dope.
through.
Okay.
But your life, and you can process to the next thing, which just helps you keep everything into perspective. But what I said about it was it's something called a life wheel, where you put where you gauge from 1 to 10 with your life, of whether it's your relationships, community, your health, your business, your finance. And so it's supposed to be even all the way around. You take your 3 things that are not, the things that you score the least in, and then you give yourself practical tools that you can do to make it so that the wheel will balance out. Because again, you're just trying to have a balanced life where you feel fulfilled. I think Corona had a whole bunch of people to realize that they were working hard to keep houses that they never lived in.
That part.
That's very true. I think that and I like to sit back and just listen. I'm the one that sit back, you know what I'm saying, and just absorb some things. And I think that during this time in the Aquarian age, this is a powerful. A lot of people are waking up, right? And it's taking off those rose-colored glasses, if you will. It's starting to slow. Once 2020 came and the coronavirus came, it started to slow people down. Especially for you being Aries, girl. I'm so proud of. I'm so proud of. Bless the Lord. Thank you. But so it started to bring things to the light and to the forefront. Yeah. And a lot more people now are holding themselves more accountable, right?
Yes.
So it's a beautiful process, if you will. You're going back to school. Scorpios love going to school. Anyway. We love to learn a little bit of everything. We want to know a little bit of knowledge of everything and speak well on it, right? Yeah. So it's a beautiful process during this time.
But this different.
It's different?
Yeah. Because I want to be immersive. I want to know a lot of, of this little thing. As opposed to knowing, little thing of a lot of stuff.
Dig one big hole instead of a bunch of shallow.
Shallow holes. I'm able to.
That's a whole word. I like that.
Cross into different part of my life where I can see, this is like the legacy play stage of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm staking, the permanence of my legacy, and it's like, all right, what would I want that to look like?
What's the next 44 about? The next 44.
I've always had a dream of building a smart eco city. You know what I'm saying? This sustainable. You know what I mean? Like I said, something that
vertical
affords
farming
people,
and shit like that.
Yeah. We call it Hemtropolis.
Hemtropolis.
Okay. And I had all of these amazing ideas. You know what I'm saying, about how to integrate, biotech. You know what I'm saying, into agriculture, and housing, and make it affordable, where as a community, if we already got our rent covered, our house paid for, you know what I'm saying, and we got the food thing situated, and we have superior genetic foods. It's just not like we just growing foods just to say that we got tomato patches. It's like, nah,
That's me sending you that.
Okay, we growing superior genetics, you know what I'm saying? We growing the best food available that nobody has ever even, it's like, damn, I ain't even taste that in my life.
Right.
You feel me?
How do you let me ask you this, because everything is GMO, right? Genetically modified. How will we get our hands on?
This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You got to get with indigenous seed bank holders.
Okay.
You got to go places. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you was traveling to find the best loud.
Yeah. I was about to say,
you know what I mean?
You gotta buy
going
like
in
the
the
black
mountains.
market.
You going to Mendocino Mountains, and you going to the Green Triangle, and you
get
really
on.
looking for that strand. We're gonna have to become global connoisseurs and be smuggling seeds back. Like,
you can get some on like Etsy and like DHgate, like the same place you get the bootleg J's from. They got the seeds.
Yeah, we gotta go and get them ancient seeds.
Y'all went on a trip.
Okay.
There was a gang of y'all about a month ago.
Yeah, we went to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah.
I'm mad because I ain't get no damn invite.
Yeah,
I thought I was black and cool enough. But no, all jokes aside. What
It-
was that treat? It was like,
And
oh, you
then
got
you
the
found
spiritual
out,
journey
no.
there. Then I found out that I wasn't.
Yeah, we had a healing retreat for healers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And for people who are
I'm a healer.
entrepreneurs in the healing industry, you know what I'm saying? We did something in Puerto Rico, and one of the days on that trip in particular, we went to the rainforest, El Yunque, and it was just mind blowing. You know, first of all, my mother used to tell me that was where her and Sabi would go on weekends to get water. You know what I'm saying? And just to tap
Get
into
everything in
nature.
there,
Get you know, get
Everything
certain
in it,
herbs. And she was like, yeah, everything over there is like Jurassic Park size. Like everything is just overgrown. You know, the leaves is dumb big, and it wasn't even that many insects. It wasn't no mosquitoes or nothing because they don't have stagnant water. It was just beautiful. It was like going back a million years. You feel me? And then I was dumbfounded because I grew up in New York all my life, and I have a different picture in my mind of Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to any Puerto Ricans that might be hearing
Them
this,
New York
but
Puerto Ricans different than
they
than the
hella
kind down there.
different.
That's not the same. That's
they
not
hella
like
ratchet. I'm just saying,
That's not the
like,
same thing.
I didn't know. I didn't know. And
Like in New
my
York,
whole-
I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay, yeah.
But like
facts,
here, you know,
Or Dominican,
right? My whole conversation to people has been about environment,
till I open my mouth
right?
and
The
hear
importance
myself
of
grow.
environment and the fact that we can come to these cities and our people are so turned up and ratchet
Right. That's that American. That
in
American
aspects
eyes.
of being backwards, right? Because we bought into this cosmopolitan metropolis concept, you know, that is not who we are.
that disconnected.
Right.
Disconnected us from land, from nature, from our sensibilities. You know what I'm saying? From the love dynamic. You know, we are in the rat race. Cities
For
are
real.
financial centers,
Facts.
right? They're financial centers. You know, do the research of any city that you live in and find out why it was created. So if our people are in these centers and they're not doing business, then what are you doing?
Right.
If you're not banking in a financial center, my nigga, what are you doing there?
Right.
You wasting time. You get caught up in these predicaments where we scrambling and scrapping for crumbs, you know what I'm saying, falling off of the table.
Yeah.
But we're really not being economic juggernauts. We're not
Right.
being innovators, you know what I'm saying?
You're
And
just being
when-
utilized out there.
when we
you know
were
what I'm saying?
dealing with produce in the South, when we were producers of produce, then we
Facts,
had
creators.
Power.
we had
Sure.
we had power, we had production, we had families with 10 and 12 children because, you know, mama had a different level of confidence in Papa. Like, oh, he could feed them babies.
Right.
You know what I mean? He know how to get it from the mud, literally.
Literally.
Right?
Facts.
But now, and that was the God. He was the God of the house. Right? And his relationship with the God of whatever belief system he had, it gets reinforced every season because any planter, any farmer, you form your relationship with your creator on that field. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Your prayers hit different
I agree.
because
My granddaddy still got a
yeah,
big garden.
yeah, you dependent on your creator to favor you to make sure that harvest comes.
Good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You talking intelligible tones to your
Right.
creator
Facts.
when you waiting on something to sprout,
When you want,
right?
when you want your
But
mama
now
to
you go
get
to the
that-
city and you depending on somebody else for a check. Guess who becomes God in your household?
Come on.
Fact.
Huh?
Come on.
Huh?
That's it.
Yes,
So
boss. What time
we-
I got to
yeah,
get to work?
so
Keep
we
that
can
same
look
energy.
at ourselves and people and see, oh, where did we bust a left down the alley where we got hit over our
When we
head?
start treating our dreams like a 9 to 5.
Yeah, when we started coming into these cities, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not shitting on cities because I'm a city slicker, you know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to trade my hat in. I'm a country, you know.
Okay. Oh, you a
I'm-
carpetbagger.
Country now, yeah.
Slick.
You know what I mean?
country, I got
Cause yeah, I just
Started in
want
the
to
city.
be in the soil. I just want to be on a farm. I just want to be in the tropics. I just want to be in a jungle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't really care for city life.
I
It
love being
has
in
served
the
its
country.
purpose, and it's like, yeah, we over that, and I don't really think that it fares well for the new, you know, reset or you know, the new predicament. And it's like, again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do research and I do study. So, you know, the next phase of things that they're heading towards is called global cities, right? That's how they're going to implement their new world order, or what they call their world order, which is new. So it's a new world order. And again, this is not conspiracy. It's like you can find
The
them
tech is
talking
leading
about
it,
this
yeah.
openly.
Right. They giving you
Right.
the plan. They giving you the blueprint. They
Right.
telling you
They're
what's
telling
coming
you
up.
so that they want to empower mayors to be more important and powerful than presidents because he will have a connection to a global city. You know, he will be part of a global coalition where it's like, oh, New York is tied to Paris. Paris is tied to Dubai. And then they all have a trading block. They all have a global coalition, but all of them cities operate politically the same way. And then the people do not have rights that are being protected by what they would say is the Constitution or something like that, because you're dealing with a whole different zone, right? It's
Like some
if
Hunger
you
Games shit or
step
something.
into if you step into London City in London, you're not in London no more.
Right.
You're in a sovereign
city,
state.
right.
You're in
Right,
a global city.
Like
going
DC
to the
and shit.
Vatican, you're not
Yeah,
in
you're not
Italy.
Italy
You're
no
in the
more.
Vatican.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Vatican, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
you know,
Wow.
these are the things that are, you know, and those cities are gonna be like, yo, you can't come here if you don't got your, you know, vaccine ID. You can't
Oh yeah.
come here if your social credit ain't a particular way. You know, they're gonna run these autonomous zones, almost like Hunger Games, like you said,
Yeah.
to, you know, counteract. You feel me? What would probably be considered the resistance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people gotta focus and
Some shit like that on
and
Black
really
Mirror.
they gotta research and study where the trends are heading. You know what I'm saying? And you know it's not a crime to go rural. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we have everything to gain by doing for ourselves and
Right.
being with ourselves and
You just
learning
gotta be able to self-sustain.
one another once again and getting your babies away from this ratchetness and
That's
you know
why
what
you got to
I'm
get that toolbox together, that skill set together. Like,
Yeah.
because when you try to go off the path and be
Suburban kids.
decentralized and be over here doing all of that, you're gonna have to be able to provide for yourself. Like
right.
you say.
But this
We
is
ain't
what I'm
gonna
saying.
never blow up like
The-
this talking this real shit like this.
I'm
They
I'm
don't want to
just-
hit it.
I want to. Well, let me ask you this,
You know.
because you know we got about 5 minutes before we wrap up, right?
Oh,
For real?
okay.
Yeah, because I want to kind of pick your brain really quickly on, of course, the vaccination, right? You know,
Don't take that shit.
Facts.
what is your take on it? How do you feel about that?
It is. I don't call it a vaccine.
Okay.
It's a mechanical medical device. It's an experimental mechanical medical device at that. They don't have any of the conclusive evidence,
Facts.
you know, that
Ain't
says
used.
whether it works
Or
or
what
what it
happens
does
after you
or what
take it
happens
after a while.
after in a 5 and 10 year trial period.
Right.
So the people literally are guinea pigs. You know, no
Yeah.
cap, no cut, straight up. You know what I'm saying? You're guinea pigs to a new technology that's called mRNA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Messenger
saying?
RNA.
Yeah, messenger RNA. You know, they're utilizing a different delivery system where your body is now creating the virus as opposed to them putting the virus in you, right? So I'm not with that. Like
They in there with the CRISPR kit, just making
I
up,
wanted
just splicing genes,
Straight up,
just making
yeah,
shit. Like
yeah,
they
they're
said that just
changing
from
your
now
genome.
on, pretty much from now on,
Right.
with using that type of technology, they could just copy and paste and do that for everything. Now, like they say, they just whatever you got, they take your blood, they identify it, copy and paste it,
splice it.
and then add in their messenger RNA
yeah.
and give it back to you.
yeah, get back. Yeah.
Like
So,
so crazy. They can
yeah.
do that for everything, and they should be able to cure everything if that's what they make it. You know.
Here go
what I'm
your ABC, ABDB, ABCDB,
Yeah, and so there's no conclusive evidence as to whether that works or not. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a wide of enough shadow, a wide of enough window on that technology to verifiably, right? Because science is about
Right. No,
evidence,
yeah.
is about proof, right?
Right.
It's just like
They
people
don't
who
have
get a
the proof,
PlayStation 5
right?
right now. If you got a PlayStation
Repeated
5
trials.
right now,
Right.
now
Right.
you
Repeated
know
trials.
it's some bugs in this shit.
Right.
You need to wait a couple
Need to
of
wait.
6 months.
So we know, you know,
get
that there is an unprecedented, you know,
Good analogy.
unparalleled push, right, for our people to be the recipients of this experimental technology,
'cause we high risk.
even though we are not the leaders of infections when it comes to, you know, this particular situation, right? But we have been targeted and signaled as the main recipients. They care about you so much all of a sudden that they
Right.
want to prioritize you. They're
Right,
so
right.
concerned with your racial equity,
Yeah.
Right.
right, and equality that they want to make sure that you
It's
the
a
first
easy-
one.
It's a easy elimination.
So I'm just upset, but I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm upset with my people that they're going for this
Yeah.
hook, line,
Right.
and sinker.
Man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's-
But I also understand
Yeah.
that it has been masterfully marketed like everything else in
Yeah,
the
for sure.
society.
Oh yeah.
And
So
our
if you
people,
don't know other, if you
you know, they're looking at the news, right? They're being propagated.
That's why I don't want
You
Fear-based
feel me? Yeah, it's
propaganda, yeah, all
fear
that.
based.
even
Right.
in
And then
conversations.
and then some people, you know, career wise, you know, they don't have what the brothers talking about, what I'm talking about in terms of an alternative. They can't see the forest for the trees. So they like, shit, I gotta, you know, they still part of the old paradigm. I work in a 9 to 5.
Exactly.
I went to school for this skill set. You know what I'm saying? And then the melanated doctors is like, shit, I paid $100,000 for this education. I went to school for 12 years. Like, who are you niggas to
Tell me, right.
what this white man is telling me ain't what it is?
Well,
Like,
that's what.
Right.
That's
In
how
debt.
they've gotten us to this point. Is because education is a form of mimicry, and because of that, and then them showing that their voice is so powerful because of, again, people just don't do the research. I do what I've read, and these books half of the time are old, and they started and been written by them. And so because of those things, it's like it's easy to pull the wool over your eyes when you are holding on to the wool. That's the part. Like that's where people
Right.
don't want to look at, because one of the things I think we talked about before is I don't understand how you have a vaccine for a virus, but AIDS is still running rampant.
that part.
Like, I don't
Fauci
understand.
was back.
This
Fauci been around since
this
then
been here
too.
like a year,
That's it.
and all of a sudden we
All of
got
a
things
sudden.
secure. But we got people
Look.
that died from AIDS. It was its own epidemic at one point or whatever. So it's like, how in the world
Look,
all of a sudden
this
now are
is-
you able to do this? So for me, I just look at all of this as, and I say this because I don't really watch the news, but I'm worried about my society, and my society is that which is within my home. Everything that's what I can control, and all the rest of that stuff I just don't, because they say it all the time. I always call them. I'm like, y'all be with these conspiracies, like I don't know, and I'm not.
See how they all looked at me?
I'm in this.
They looked at me immediately. It's not that. Look, I just don't
I
be.
hate to say it. No, I don't hate to say it. I say it the way I feel it. I
I
don't
question
not
everything.
believe in any of it.
I question everything.
But because I'm just myself am a believer, I
Right.
just believe however it's gonna happen, I'm gonna be all right. I say all the time, though things have happened in my life that are unfortunate, they were necessary to
How
get
much
me to
time
where
we
I'm
got?
going.
Hey,
2 minutes.
like 2 minutes, so
Yeah.
we gotta
We would have to do a whole nother because I got questions I want to ask.
Like this is something.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I mean, it's good to have these conversations and
Absolutely.
people
For
to
sure.
hear them because these are the ones they're going to have with their family at some point. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just ask the common sense questions that make people scratch their heads to cut through.
Because common
no
sense ain't
shit.
common.
Common sense ain't common.
That piece is
Right.
so the truth. Common sense not common. And then the other thing is people don't want to have conversations that will make them then address themselves, and that's the issue. People, I don't want to ask you a hard question because you asked me a hard question back. Now you in my business. No, we can't have a conversation because you don't know your business.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you something about you that you ain't ready to be admit.
Erecting
Right,
mountain.
right.
Well, I will say this though, Blue, being that this year you said you pretty much slowing down, right? So,
Well,
Get your
like
back.
I
well, we'll
said,
be able to get you back though, cause you ain't everywhere all over like
I
last
ain't
year.
all over. I'm
Right?
I'm in class. Yeah.
Cool,
So,
cool,
You
okay.
can bring your laptop.
Awesome.
Wi-Fi. I think they got
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to, tell the audience where they can find you, what you have going on.
Biggestcryptopplayever.com. That's the Discord group that I was speaking on with the education and the information pertaining to crypto. Goldwater.com, GOLDEWATER.
I want some of that gold water.
Right? Goldwater.com. That's our business.
Okay.
You know, that's where they can always find, our products and our services.
Okay.
Know the Ledge Media on YouTube. That's where me and Red still put our content out at. You know what I'm saying? And we also contribute to other various platforms.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In that particular realm.
You be out here.
Yeah, and I recommend that they do go check out bwoaccess.com. Brother Rich and Chicago Crypto got a boot camp coming up, an intensive, boot camp coming up this next weekend.
Said
This
he
is
about to
the
stop
14th.
teaching too. You gotta get in the last.
Yeah,
Get
so
in
you
the
gotta
last.
you gotta get at the brother because he's about to tap out, and his information is priceless.
Yeah, that's why I get majority of my
His
downloads.
information is priceless.
I send everybody to him.
like I get this from people that I sent to him that are traders. They already know the business.
Yeah.
They like, nah, this is elite. This is college course.
Facts.
So college entry ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Say that.
To get the bearings and the rudimentary aspects of, how to make things move and operate. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not gonna be there to hold your hand and help you.
Right.
So you do need community, and that's what the opportunity affords with the biggest crypto play ever. You know what I'm saying? And there are other people that are out there that are worthy of your time and attention. You know what I'm saying? So family, you got to get out there and you got to research. You got to search and you got to research. You know what I'm saying? Search for who these people are, research their background, research their credentials and their criteria and their results. You know what I'm saying? But more importantly, get yourself in class and get in it with your children. They can teach you something in this space. Could it be like, oh, yeah, I know this from video games. You do it like this, and you do it like that. You feel me? And prioritize your health. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly, that's where the products come in with Gold Water.
Yeah,
there are other people out there that are qualified to have products. You know what I'm saying?
I want Gold Water. I want to be
Yeah.
smarter.
I did ask
You got Mama Pill, you got KT, you have other people that are in this space that have products that are qualified. Prioritize your health. Don't lose sight of it. You know what I'm saying? Like with all of this, making bread and everything is cool, but if you don't got your health, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It don't even matter. Like this is about positioning yourself so you can really enjoy this new world that we are moving into and being able to sidestep the fuck shit that's gonna be taking place with people still waiting for handouts, still believing in government, still, killing their brothers and their sisters for cash and shit like that. Like this is the cancer of the planet, and it's really just time to turn a new page. And that opportunity is here. The universe is conspiring for your goddamn success.
Hey.
God damn it.
Right.
Tap
Do something
Tap
with
in.
it.
That's
Shit.
what's up.
You
So,
Message.
Yeah.
Message.
always a message.
And
Listen,
Kay's going to close it off.
This whole time I've been
we
trying to
just
go live.
appreciate you so much for being
Appreciate you.
here today, and we can't wait for you to come back. Listen, we have come to the end of the show, and y'all know what time it is. It's time for Kay's final say, and I'm
What
gonna make
about
it
Cuzzo?
real
He
short,
ain't got-
real sweet,
Okay.
and that is just this: do not be intentionally ignorant. Make sure that when you are making decisions for your life, for your family, that you are informed, enlightened, and that your mindset is set on that you want. Listen, we're not just building legacy, but dynasties. And it's important in order for you to be able to do that, that you got to get your mind together. Mind yours and not mine. And that is how I feel.
Period.
All right.
Period.
Peace.
Oh, that was it.
All
All right,
How do you follow that up?
Ain't
Shit.
nothing to
You
follow
don't.
over that, man. Y'all just be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, man.
Like,
Yeah.
subscribe.
For sure.
Buy some merchandise. We
Yeah,
out of
tap
here.
in,
blessings.
man. Hit the links in the bio.
Yeah.
That part.
Thank
Appreciate
y'all
you
for coming
coming
out.
through,
God
Blue.
bless y'all. Good night.
Hey.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you for having me. Peace, y'all.
All right.
Hey, how you feel? Really? How you? What? I will not stand for no bull crap. I will not panic, I pull back. I just demand my respect, and if that can't be granted, then I might just full snap. Really? That's how you feel? Really? That's how you